Alright, what's up, Big Blue Madness? This is Gabe back on here with you. For another day of live, Big Blue breakdown. So today's topic, is going to be obviously about the football game versus Toledo and how our team did against that. So if you didn't tune in, the score was 38-24. It really would have been 38-17, but they scored a last minute touchdown. Nothing serious. So for our team today, for today's podcast, it's going to be a short one, just a quick breakdown of the game. And then I'll be back on here Monday from 7:30 to 8:15. So again, today's podcast is going to be a short one, but then on Monday I'll be here from 7:30 to 8:15. So a breakdown of today's game. For our first game, it wasn't too bad, but it was sloppy at some points. That's my dog in the background. So at some points it was sloppy during the game. So for example, lots of fumbles, on our running backs. A lot of them were unforced, just plain old losing the ball, not caused by hits or anything. It was just like missed carries. Another thing is, our linemen, they were kind of shaky on offense and defense. So was the play calling a little bit. So sometimes too many guys would rush, and it would be wide open running room, for the quarterback. He would just kind of slip right through and just go for 20 yards. Besides that, our defense was good. Got off to a slow start in the first half. They were the first to score. End of the first quarter was 7-7 all. By the end of the second quarter, it was 14 up. So not too bad. The defense wasn't bad today. More good than bad. Another thing that needed work was, besides fumbling the ball, was like the predictability of our offense. So you can tell when Terry's going to hand off the ball and when he's going to step out and throw it, And you would always know who's getting the ball. So today, Lynn Bowden, he was getting the ball thrown to him today. The other guy, man, I had his name on the tip of my tongue. He did really well today, drawing all the pass interferences like he's good at, taking yards after contact. That was good, but the predictability of our offense, wasn't where it has to be. Didn't keep the defense very honest today. But for the good, gonna go from big to small. For our first thing, I've seen the biggest improvement out of Terry Wilson. So last year he was kind of shaky, when to throw the ball. He wouldn't throw it past 10, 15 yards, maybe 20 here and there. Today he was throwing 40-yard bombers. A couple of them incomplete, but last year he wouldn't have tried those passes. So another thing that I'm also seeing from him is that he's also become a dual threat quarterback. So last year he could run the ball but not really throw it. But from what I saw today against Toledo, he got to really sink his teeth in and be able to throw the ball as well as rushing when there was pressure. Another good thing that I saw was Lynn Bowden. He was stepping up, did a great job. Absolutely, he's going to be one of our main targets this year. A third thing that I saw was the awareness of our offensive linemen. So if the ball was, come loose, they're on it. If there's a certain play, they're opening gaps. So I like their awareness, their teamwork on that. And our offense wasn't bad, 38 points. That's good against an offensively efficient Toledo team. So today was a good game. Could have been better, but it was a really good game to watch for a first game. So I'm not saying that if they would have done this later on against like Florida, Mississippi State, they would play a good game, because quite frankly they wouldn't. Like if they played the way they would today, they wouldn't have played well against those kinds of teams. But considering today, they stepped up, they were able to win the game. They were able to score the ball, cause turnovers. They caused 2 turnovers, 2 or 3, I believe. It was 2 turnovers, and they got 11 points off of those turnovers. So that I'm pretty happy on that. That's what Kentucky does. Quite stingy. Another thing we did was we stepped up our offense in the second half, turned up the intensity on the defense. That's where both turnovers came from. Saw 2 picks, when the backup quarterback came in. A lot of sacks, The face mask call in the late third, beginning of the fourth, I didn't really like it. But those are the kinds of hits that are needed. Those are the kind of plays. Good plays, like bad follow-throughs, So those are good, making the right plays. But on top of that, we got to play clean ball, Targeting on the first game, I understand. You're not very polished. No team is absolutely very polished on their first game. And nobody's offense is going to be straight steaming like Maryland was today against Howard. That isn't going to happen. I don't expect it to happen. But definitely a lot of upside compared to last year's first game. There is no set star on this team, but I'm seeing a lot of guys improving. So that's what I like to see. That's what I expect out of our guys, considering they go to Kentucky. They're seeing Benny Snell's coming through, Josh Allen's. They had picks in all rounds 1 through 4, up until then. So Kentucky's definitely, I think, is on the upside, not only this year compared to last year's first game, but I think on a scale of like Kentucky football, they're doing better than they were. So that's my breakdown from today's game. So to list the key points again, some of the negatives were, too many fumbles and carelessness with the ball. Our offense was very predictable. Slow starts. Can't have those later on. And the penalties. So making clean plays, clean tackles, things like that. But those will come along as the season gets going, because today was the first game. Now highlight the positives again. Terry Wilson, and being able to, he's actually becoming a dual threat quarterback, being able to throw the ball, rush the ball and run it, like we know he did last year. Lynn Bowden, absolutely amazing today. He's really good. Also, I still forget the name of the other guy, who draws all the penalties. Is able to get lots of yardage and take hits after contact when he does get the ball. That was another positive. And when our second half was good. When our offense did get rolling, get 5 first downs in a row, that was great. So those are the main positives of today's game. Not a bad first game. Lots more good than there are bad, but lots more work to do. Got a tough schedule coming up. 2-3 weeks. In the next 2 weeks, we got Florida, Texas A&M, Mississippi State. So thanks for watching. This is Gabe Rojas here. I will be back here on Monday, from 7:30 to 8:15. So again, me, Gabe, I'll be here Monday from 7:30 to 8:15 to do a general discussion, basketball, football. I'll bring in more info on football and what's going on, and basketball. So I'll catch you out of here. Catch you in the hood, and I'm out, Peace out. Have a good one. Go Big Blue.